Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the dog. Welcome back. How is it going? Let's find out. We're going to give these a shuffle. Day late, but better late than never. Here we are. My apologies. Let's give this a shuffle. Let's stop about there, and let's take that one from the bottom, let's take this one from the top, let's take this one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we have got black, white, two negatives and a positive. Now, black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right, but it does look like we've started this with a little bit of a negative spin, a little bit of a downer, a little bit of a sort of sore spot. Black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. Let's find out what we've got. See, that's not a bad card. That's okay for dog people. For dog people, or people born in the year of the dog, that's your soulmate connection, but it is in the black. We have got a catalyst card. If you want to know more about the soulmate connections or the catalyst cards, then hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing videos on that in the future. But for now, that black rabbit means you are expecting a change, and that change is going to come in and it is going to happen. Or rather, you may not even be expecting that change, but you are due a change. A change is coming, a shift. There's a shift that is now coming, and you may be able to deal with this. You may be able to handle this. I mean, you are, after all, a dog person. You're practical. You are, resourceful. You are, in some ways, intuitive enough to know that, if a storm is coming, you'll sense that. You'll close the window shutters. That black rabbit means uncomfortability. It means there needs to be some sort of communication here, because maybe this change that is happening is something that you could be a part of, but you didn't necessarily agree to, and now you're really not liking it. It's like maybe somebody said, let's go and buy this car, and you went, well, I don't really want a car, I don't really need a car. And they said, oh, let's go and buy a car, and then you went and bought a car, and now the car's sort of like something sat on your driveway and you're not too sure about it, and it's sitting there and you're kind of like, well, I didn't even want the car, and there it is. Oh, I suppose I could use the car. Do you know what I mean? It's not a bad change. It's just a change you're not sure on. It's a change that maybe you've been made sort of not made to do perhaps, but more, in a situation that you may not be necessarily in control of. Communicate and speak up and say, actually, no, I don't want to be involved in that, or I don't want to be a part of that. It's not for me. It's okay to say no. It's okay to speak up. It's okay to, I suppose in some ways, assert yourself. And you're a dog person, so you'll have no problem doing this. I think right now it's a case of just keeping the peace and trying to get through this as gracefully as possible. Just taking a graceful exit and kind of in a non-combative way, and just avoid the stress or the conflict, because that's what we're going to be looking at, stress and conflict. We're moving into the black ox now. That black ox, a negative space again, but again, black isn't always an attack, and the dog and the ox can go well together. And I think right now as well, it's a lot of thinking to do. You've got things to think about, because as that shift moves in and that changes, and all these changes, they start to change, it's going to change your attraction. It's going to change what your goals are. It's going to change what you are desiring, or what you're going to be leaning towards, because things are going to be presented and opportunities going to arise. And this could mean making some very big or hard decisions. But again, change is in there. Change is always inevitable, and you're not a tree, so you don't have to stay where you are. You can move. You're not rooted into the ground, so you can shift, you can move, you can in some ways do as you please and be free, and have that liberty to do so. But you need to think about it. You got to think about it. You got to use that brain and think, because this is a thinking card. This is part of the thinking triangle. That ox is a thinker, and it's telling you to use your mind. It's telling you to sit down and don't overreact. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't do that. That would be a bad idea. What you want to do is think about it, slow down, and be like, actually, okay, yep, no, I get it. Now I can make a plan. Now I can move forward. Now I can actually do something about this. And as you start to figure this out, that you can do something about this, I think you're going to then start moving forward here. So say, white isn't always all right, but at least your perspective on things is going to change, and the positive side of things is going to start to show itself. Right now, it's hard to see what's, good about things. Right now, things could definitely be better. Right now, you're thinking, if anything else goes wrong, I might just lose my, lose it. However, that white card is things could be worse. You can now say, hey, it's fine. I don't mind. It's done. I can't change it. No point crying over spilt milk. More of that kind of glass half full kind of attitude. If you put your mind to it, this catalyst card is going to come in fast. It's going to come in and boom. But then the ox is going to slow things right down for you. That's a nice, slow, set the pace card. And you may come to some realizations. Maybe you'll come to realize that, that person that you have been with for so many years isn't that person for you. It could be a case of, that car that you've been trying to fix 1,000 times and you didn't really want to buy anyway, does need to be scrapped. Sometimes it's the hardest decisions that, open up the biggest doors for opportunities in the future. And there's that dragon. Not a great card at all. Not a great card for a dog person anyway. That dragon is the direct conflict for the dog person. However, in this example, this is a white dragon. It's a karmic card. So we got a karmic card coming in with some positive karmic energy. If you want to know more about the karmic card, hit that subscribe button. We'll be doing more about those in the future. But it's a good card in the sense of the karmic sort of energy, and we are in that positive place. The dragon is also from a positive affinity triangle, so it is a generally positive card. However, we got conflicts, we got battles, we have got a conflict here of direct incompatibility between the dragon and the dog. If you want to know more about the conflicts, you know what to do. But the dragon and the dog, they don't get along. They don't. If this was a black dragon, it would be the worst card that you could have got today. But it's not. It's a white dragon. Things have been hard. Things are going to be hard. You are going to be put on the spot a lot and not know exactly what to do. But you can wing it. You can improvise it. Right now, this could be a time of compromising. This could be a time of, again, communicating. It could be a time of negotiating and actually saying, you know what, I'm not always right. I can do this or I can do that, to kind of back down and kind of get part of the team again, rather than, I don't know, in some ways being the disciplinarian or, the authoritative one. I think right now you're finding it hard to trust things, even if things are starting to be more positive and moving forward. You don't trust that. And that's where these conflicts could probably start to come from. I think right now you need to find some grounding. You need to find a way to just let these worries, you need to defeat these worries before these worries defeat you. You need to let them go. You need to be able to move on from this, because this shift is going to push you through. Think about it. Think, then do. But there is going to be conflict here. I just think that you're going to come out on top on this, though. I do think that even though there is a conflict here, you're going to come out on top, because you're going to be able to rise above it, and you are going to achieve that. And it's a positive place. It's coming from a positive sense of things. This is change. It's adapting. It's thinking about it and figuring it out, making up a new plan. This is executing that plan and taking on the consequences of it. That's what it is. Your whatever you do is going to have consequences. Do it anyway, but just be aware of the consequences, because we get to choose and sort of decide what we do, but we do not get to choose or decide what the consequences of that is. So make sure you are thinking about it, and we'll find out how you get on next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the ox. I'm going to be back one more time today to do a reading for the pig people. So if you're born in the year of the pig and you're just watching this because you know somebody in the year of the dog, or just because you're interested, I'll be over there for your reading next. Or if you are just a dog watching this and you want to watch that because you're interested, or you know somebody in the year of the pig, bloody blah, same old thing, you can do. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Love and peace.